Me. Hello, everyone. How y'all doing today? My name is Tmask, and it is Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to be streaming the ending of Pyre, if all goes well. It's exciting. Let me turn the music down. I kind of can't believe it. I'm fairly certain this is going to be the end. I won't 100% guarantee it, but I'd be very surprised if the stream even makes it to the 2-hour mark. It's probably going to be about an hour and a half at most. I'm excited. I can't wait to see how it finally ends. So I was actually debating whether to do this or wanting to do a Dead by Daylight Survivor stream, because I've gotten a lot of people in the community to get into Dead by Daylight, and we've been playing it a lot together. There's Samir, Jane, Gamer, Echo, Thermal plays it. It's really fun, and it kind of makes it less salty for me, which is really nice. But we were thinking of doing something like a Survivor stream with that sometime, or a Kill Your Friends sort of stream. We'll figure it out. I think that'll be fun, but I decided not to do that tonight. I decided to do Pyre because, one, I don't know when I'm going to be able to stream next. I may be busy the rest of this week, just relaxing, sitting on a beach, drinking mojitos. It'll be nice. I don't know. So I don't know if I'll have time to stream. I wanted to go ahead and get this done, taken care of. I'm really excited. I went back and played and practiced, and I beat the master level computer with all the Titan stars on Pyre, on Versus mode. How crazy is that? I almost didn't make it too. It was by the skin of my teeth, so I'm kind of grateful that I was able to do it, and I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to kick anything's ass that comes my way in this finale. We shall see. Hi, Anar. How y'all doing? I hope you're having a good time tonight. Glad to see you back. We're going to be playing Pyre. It's exciting. Tmask is sleeping. She has had a long day. She is done. She is almost on vacation. She has one small thing to do tomorrow for work, and then she's done. And Steam, if you could please open up, that'd be great. Steam. Okay, there. Jesus Christ. God, that took for freaking ever. Steam's been acting a little wonky for some reason. Not sure why. So, anyway. Oh, gosh, where are you even to begin? Not much has changed since last night. I've done nothing but play Dead by Daylight since yesterday. It's been great. I love it. It's absolutely fantastic. It's everything I could have wanted and more. I've murdered so many people. The hag is OP. I love it. They finally made her fun. So expect maybe a future Dead by Daylight stream where I end up murdering a few people by being a camping asshole. It'll be great. Who could say that it's a wrong thing to do? The game allows it, therefore it could be real. You never know. Okay. Pyre. The last time we'll stream this. It's kind of sad. Or I'm pretty sure it's the last time. I'm acting like it's the last time because they literally said there's not much else after this. It's one match, then the finale, and I'm pretty sure that's it. I hope I make it. Okay. Hey, Sir Gilman, what's up? Okay, so we just did a Liberation Rite. We got Tay through, we got Rookie through in the last stream. There's only a handful of people left. After the Liberation Rite, you find Sir Gilman in an uncharacteristically quiet and contemplative mood. He salutes you crisply with his tail. Glory to you, Master Reader, and glory to the noble Rookie Greentail. Long may he prosper in the Commonwealth. And in so doing, may he benefit the plan into which we have all been thrust. What is the plan percent at? 82. Ah, man. He then falls silent for a time. You sense him growing very emotional. Oh, no. You okay there, buddy? In noble Rookie, this knight found a kindred spirit, Master Reader. One of questionable honor, the greatest cunning, and such blinding speed as to befit a minstrel's tale. The knight fears our triumvirate lost something irreplaceable in him. Of course, this knight is also pleased that Rookie has achieved his freedom, very much so. And furthermore, this knight shall now continue training even harder than before. Rookie Greentail, this knight shall train on until such a time as he is swifter than the jagged lightnings of the deathless tempest. Now, Master Reader, this knight must beg his leave of you, for it's his time not for his rest, but for his training. Know that he is very grateful for your wisdom and your guidance in these rites. Between yourself and Master Rookie, you have instilled within this knight an unshakable resolve. He bows low and bids you good evening. He bows low for a worm, being pretty low to the ground anyway. Grab that, cool. That's cute that it actually changes. There's the reasonable likeness of Rookie, his mother, and uncle. They may have reunited by now. That's cute. I still haven't gone back and read the entirety of the Book of Rites. I really should. I stop for every single chapter. Wow, wait, did I seriously unlock everything? Unlock every chapter in the Book of Rites. Oh, shit. Living in exile, Forsaken Lands, Celestial Landmarks, Greater Titans, Rights of Flame, 9 Triumvirates on the Commonwealth. Lightning is jagged? Yeah, I guess. Hang on. I'm skimming it briefly. Next to Mercy's the concept. This will be the Commonwealth. Next. Fall of Empire Slow. Ancient Bloodline. With the you cannot bear the burden of determining your worth. It shall be determined by your peers and yourself. Right of framing through the rights put you to test. Downside cannot let us all go free, thus freedom is to the worthy. As you return to a society which longs to learn the wisdom you have gained along your path, the worthy shall lead. Okay, so this is actually some interesting stuff. This is some lore. I'm doing a quick lore dump before we begin. This book cannot accompany you if you should return to earn your freedom. It is to remain here for your successors, for it's bound together irrevocably by us. No sorcery to prohibit you from teaching forth its teachings. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Share what you have learned on your path. Reveal not the rights themselves, nor the existence of the book. Transcend its bounded limitations, for it cannot be transcribed. Any such attempt will fail. Beware of those who dare to read it on the other side. Under the guise of seeking wisdom may yet lurk a much darker desire. This whole game has been a... what's the word I'm looking for? I guess it's sort of like a jab at current economics, at current society in America specifically. I'm getting a lot of that vibe from the way that they present a lot of the topics in this book. Like your whole going forth, being free, everyone has the right to be free, everyone has the right to spread knowledge and be wise and learn and stuff like that. Beware people who are trying to get rid of knowledge, for those are the ones that are, you know, going to benefit from it most. Wait, hang on. You should cease to be a reader and become a voice both to the free and to your successors here who shall take this book with you no longer need it. Secularize shall see to it that you and others like you shall be liberated. May the stars ever shine brightly on us all. Huh. Afterwards, final thoughts. I'm just going to read that. I don't really care about the Triumvirates, or the Titans, or the Landmarks, or the Forsaken Lands. I mean, that's just all different people. I already got most of that. As an exile on the downside and the reader of this book, as a conductor of the rights, you are engaged now in a cycle that has lasted since the dawn of this age. Here within this part of the book is offered a summary of all key figures, locales, terms, astral phenomena you may encounter firsthand framing in your path. To know the history of the downside and the rights is to prepare yourself to walk the horrors of enlightenment. I want this in a book. I want this whole thing in a book. Just to have. Reveal not the rights themselves nor the existence of this book. But why? Oh, that's literally just an index. Yeah, it's just an index of all the different triumvirates, denizens of Sar, what they are, former men and women who have stood at the downside, but we don't know what the downside is. We're just in exile. It's the original start, went way back in the day. How bizarre. There's nothing really here I care. Sea of Solace, Deathless Tempest, Black Basin, Mount Elodiel, the Hulk of Ores. There's all the different things, so if I really wanted to, I could go through and learn. That's actually kind of nice that they do that. Sense of structure, searching the stars, before each rite, Law of 3. They really just decided to do this because. The aura, what it is, the celestial orb, the path, liberation, hang on. Oh, it's just more about what it is. Okay. Alright, that's all I really cared about. I can go back and read it if I really want to in my own due time. I just find it really interesting that they put so much effort into the downside, but they don't say what it is. Is it another plane of existence? Is it just literally a place under the stars that's like far away from the Commonwealth? Why? Why is this place so deadly? Why does it make people have horns? It doesn't really make any sense. Maybe it is explained somewhere and I've missed it. Oh well. Anyway, let's continue. It is daybreak as you set forth now for the spring of Jomer for what appears to be the final time. Thereafter you shall return here for one last exile's chance at liberty. So what's going to happen once we finish that? Like, how's the story going to end? Are we going to get out? Or are we just going to stay here forever? What next? I actually want to know. Like, they've put so much time in developing these characters in the world that they live in. Is... Whoa! Whoa! Hey! Fuck off. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself. Dicks, all of you. It's obvious that they put a lot of effort into designing this world and into what goes on here. I'm just sort of surprised that, like, I still have so many questions, you know? I want to know more specifically what the Lone Minstrel and Celeste are. What the fuck are they? Are they like angels? They seem to be human, but they obviously talk about being here forever and having seen every single liberation rite. I wonder why. All these questions I shall never get the answer to. The spring of Jomer has always flown forth from the crushed carapace of Belanthius, the legend of whose demise is a rather sordid tale. Perhaps you have already read it in the book. Not all believe the book exists, of course, nor the great titans, nor the rites. I have encountered exiles believing that this titan perished quite by accident, rather than by a cunning trap laid by Jomer Manymane. They took the titan for a common beast. Perhaps the stars shine down upon out-of-the-way locales such as this one, to ensure that they alone shall witness the proceedings. Alright, so we have Virtude, or Powerful Talisman. Let's do this one. So they chose to do the whole, we only see the surface of the world's history, and if you want to see more, you have to spend time reading instead of looking for it. Yes, I've seen this happen in a few games, specifically in Doom, believe it or not. Doom 2016 was a very well-crafted game. There is a huge lore with a lot of interesting stuff explained and a lot of, like, really sad tale about Doom Guy and, like, his history. It's kind of cool, but you don't have to go see it. In fact, you have to go out of your way to go see it. You could totally just breeze past it, but, you know, the computer terminal is on there saying, hey, come click me if you want to read more, and you can totally just walk past it if you want. I get that same vibe here. There's all this detail and explanation for the world, but only if you want to go look for it. Is there anyone in here? No, okay. That's a company, Volfred. You and Volfred venture into the stark badlands of the Glue Hive, along a circuitous path that takes you far enough away from the Black Wagon. My agents suggest that we seek it somewhere very close, my kin. Perhaps you can already sense its presence. Yeah. After a careful search, you procure an artifact, either discarded by one witless to its power or left there as a stake for someone such as you. Ooh. Oh, that's okay. That's alright. Though technically a fungal growth, it possesses a draining property of its namesake. Okay, not gonna use that ever, but alright. Alright. We'll do this, and then as the final one. Again, I don't know how long the stream's gonna go. It's just sort of be this and then the other one, and then I don't know if there's anything that happens next. Probably some more reading. Maybe Tariq and Celeste are akin to automatons? Would it be out there to consider that there's part of spells and magic? It's possible that they are created specifically for the rite, or by the stars, or something like that. Because remember, the scribes are supposedly still alive. They never died. They just sort of went to the stars in a way, and set this whole thing up. They gave up their freedom so that everyone else can go free. So they're either responsible for the liberation rite and the cycle of the stars, or they are part of it, or they are the ones who, I don't know, are keeping it going by themselves. They either started it off or are the ones responsible for having it continue for so long. Nothing there. I heard that. Well, hey guys, let me tell you something real quick. Now I happen to have heard that Mr. Greentail, he's moved on or something like that, right? Well, I just want to know, he was one of my most favorite customers, and because of that, I'm giving you the same great deals, okay? Yay. Ooh. Ha. Yeah.
Oh, you guai tai.
Bye, Ruth. I miss you. Really, all I want is this shit. Oh, actually, you know what? Please, thank you. Oh, nice. It's one of them scribe snuffer thingies there, huh? One dab with those little guys and you'll be like, ooh, you know what I mean? They're pretty popular, but I got my connections, and they got their connections, and they got their connections, and they got plenty more of those. So just come and see me and Dad here later on. We gotta have one back in stock. Oh, don't worry, you came up with them. I guess you should buy a few of these. Yes, usable once. Permanently gain 1 hope. Ooh. I don't want this. That's pretty crappy. I'm taking these things for the final fight. Wait, what is this? Oh, I have one of these. +4 presence. And what's the other one? Quickness. Q. Alright, that should be good. Thanks, buddy. Come see us again, guys. Woo, I got a lot of pages for that. Oh, the imps. Hang on. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. What was that about the slug market? What was that about the fucking slug market? Go back. What's that bit? Downside dining? Drink pools are rare, but moisture downside limits us. Okay. Downside diseases. Ailments of the downsides give no warning when they strike. Those who keep moving make no attempt to settle. They reduce their risk. The afflictions come in multiple varieties. In the bogs of the flagging hands, a parlor tends to sink into the skin and then into the mind. The nauseating sea of solace north of here is difficult for some to tolerate. Very hot and very cold environs bring their own special side effects. My coat is not as lustrous now. My fangs are long. Like all aspects of the downside, all these ailments share a purpose to test your body, mind, and spirit. They only appear to harm. Accept them, surpass them, and move on. Forged findings. Lots of hidden treasures, artifacts. Huh. They just seem to be in existence. Stardust, freshly fallen from the heavens, sometimes glimmers in the afternoons. I've not found a use for it as yet, though. It brings me faith. Perhaps I have a... These are cool. Look at all the slug markets. Okay, hang on. There are natives in this land which some capacity for thought, an oddly keen instinct for the mercantile, suspicious creatures, but not disagreeable entirely. From time to time we may exchange with them. They lust for coins, for the imperial soul, though why they do not say. We speculate it is a delicacy. It serves us little purpose here, whilst their slug market wares are sometimes valuable. The creatures appear drawn to places where the heavens shine the brightest, perhaps because they know we are there as well. What they want exactly is unclear. We taught them of our lands, yet they remain preoccupied with simple things. Apparently the slug markets have just been going on forever. Okay, the imps I need to read out. Special mention must be given to the downside's most prolific native creature, which we call the imp. With all respects to our comrade Haub, an imp himself, possessing an extraordinary intellect, most imps are driven by the simplest impulses, to eat, drink, and procreate, move, and survive. These creatures, then, are symbols of this place. They're far more resilient than they seem, though wild by nature, they, like us, can learn. Haub insists that imps are willing to be put to work. Like all aspects of the downside, they wish more than just to exist, but to exist with purpose. Interesting. So it's not necessarily that there's some sort of specific mechanical, magical thing that moves them black wagon. It's just they are all the thousands of hamsters spinning in their wheels, moving the thing along. That's stupid. I like it. Downside regions. Celestial landmarks. Greater Titans. Okay. Old stars. Interesting. Wow, they even went back and named all the individual stars. How freaking cool is that? Okay, let me update some Birdie's stuff. So I want to update Volfred's thing. And I'm going to... I don't know if I can even update that. Can I even upgrade this? Can it even be upgraded? I don't think it can. Let's upgrade Wilfred's thing. Just straight to 20, so... Straight to 20. Yeah, just straight to 20. Cool. I mastered it. It's maximized. Can you even handle this stuff? That's already rank 20. That's like 19. It's just Tizo just continuously moves around like a motherfucker. He doesn't take any oh, that's amazing. It's rank 10. Bam. Cool. Literally everything is leveled up. There's nothing more that I could do. Oh, I do want to do this, please. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold the phone. Okay. So I can choose 4 masteries now. Source 40. That's fine with me. Isn't that what it just picked? Isn't that what it just... Oh, damn it. I'm an idiot. Whatever. I got an achievement for it. I don't care that much. Oh, well. Alright. Let's do the right real fast, and then we're going to go to the finale. Crazy. Maybe the reason the stars are going out is due to the imps taking a break. Damn it, boys! Get back on your wheels! You need to spin! The stars are falling! After making all the necessary preparations... I like that, Anar. That's funny. After you make all the necessary preparations amid the dusty waves of the spring of Jomer, you and your companions await the commencement of the rites. The minstrel appears bearing a sort of news. I have checked, and it appears as though the chastity has not yet arrived, reader. There's no sign of Manly, or anyone. The sigil is not set either. If what he says is true and your adversaries are not present, then you presume the rite cannot convince. So what happens? Do we just all go home, shake hands, well done, everyone go home, it's fine? The stars indicate soon you indicate you are mistaken. Oh no, it's gonna be what's his face? Orlesh, isn't it? I don't care. Everyone's already leveled up, there's no reason for me to do this. Banishing your adversaries right can create opportunities for you to douse their pyre.
Reader, the Commonwealth, your home.
Yes.
Today it is aflame.
What?
Much like a stack of books.
What?
Aflame because of you.
Oh.
Because of your outlandish plan.
Oh shit, is the plan going on now?
Not
what happened?
That you care. Not that you shall live to see this place again.
Excuse you?
Your attempts at revolution shan't succeed.
Why do you care?
So by all means, keep trying.
I guess the
For
revolution is...
myself, I shall enjoy presiding over these remaining rites.
Shut up, voice. You don't even have a body. Okay, yeah, the rite is set to commence, but your adversaries have failed to show. There's no one there. There ain't no one here. What do we do? Go home. Unfortunate, but understandable. They knew that they would never make it to another liberation, right? I cannot blame them for not wanting to participate just for the sake of it. Indeed. As the rites are drawing to a close, some of the triumphants whom you have met, perhaps they are beginning to decide the stars are not worth heeding any longer. Manly, you wonder whether he could just give up on the rites like that. He seems so convinced he would prevail, and return in glory to the Commonwealth. Perhaps the contrary reality was too much for him to take, or maybe he was murdered! Dun dun dun! I don't doubt that Orlesh has some evil nasty trick up his sleeve, like he's murdering people. In any case, we have begun the ceremony here, and so I ask that we end it.
Choose quickly your triumph.
Shut your face. Hold the phone, dude.
Volfred.
Sure, I'll use my guys.
Tizo.
This is my party that I'm choosing for the final battle anyway. I've been practicing.
Predictably decided.
We take no pleasure snuffing out a flame disowned. Really? Alright.
Lo, even your adversaries have abandoned you.
He just goes indefinitely. Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh, this is a stupid power. I love it.
And it is done.
Hooray!
The Nightwings prevail by default.
Yay.
Not that their adversaries even care.
I got an achievement. Prevail in a right with no more than 3 dousings? That counts? Well, that's stupid. You were going to get that achievement no matter what. My only hope is that our would-be adversaries find some peace. Oh, well.
Are the teachings of the scribes.
This is going to be a short stream. Just letting you know.
Take your sordid business someplace else.
Well, that was disappointing. Oh well, at least we got to see Tizo in action, so that's cool. That reminds me. Give me a moment. I need to go wake up Tmask because it has been 30 minutes. Un momento. I'll be here. You can listen to me talk and say the amazing things that come out of my mouth as I usually do. Alright, sorry about that. Tmask is up and she's doing okay. So, where were we? No one speaks further than the chastity pack of the Black Wagon. Everyone's instead preoccupied with the threat that's starting to come. This knight is to believe we have but one remaining chance at freedom, here and now. The stars always shine with truth. The ending of the cycle of the rites is now upon us. Would the rites not have worked if the others didn't show up? I guess we found out what happened. I guess it's just like, you just do the basic thing and then poof, it's instantly done. Someone has to go and do the thing, I guess. Oh well. He looks over to you. Please look forth, reader, and see this for yourself. You may well surmise where we are going next. Gee, I fucking wonder. He has turned to you as well as you turn towards the wagon's door. You know that you shall see out there now, however, the time has come to face it. You know what you will see. The dim fading light of the final star still pierces through the darkness, demanding your attention, guiding you towards the one point of your path. Look upon it for the last. Gee, I wonder where it is. Oh, wow, look at that, amazing. So surprising. Right to the next 0. There's only one remaining. Whoa, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Everyone's gone. Everyone died. The end. The last remaining stars shall soon be gone. We have the one last chance to get one of us out. May the scribes be merciful to us all. Oh boy. It is the end. You are summoned to the Fall of Solium for your 7th and final liberation rite. Thus shall the cycle of the rites be ended for an age. You sense that if the rites shall ever commence again, it shall not be in your lifetime, or that any one of your companions, even the longest lived ones. The stars reveal to you one more thing. The adversary whom you face shall be Orlesh. Already he has crossed the scribe gates and awaits your arrival. If the 8 scribes created the Nightwings for their own likeness, perhaps it is only fitting that the Nightwings should, in the end, be forced to face themselves. It is a shame that we should not have to confront Orlesh in the end. Our goals should never have been at cross purposes. I am surprised that this is what the scribes desire. For now, it may be best that you recover until dawn. Regain your strength as best you can for the upcoming trial. Rest well, reader. The group disperses as exhaustion sets in. At dawn, you fly to Mount Elodiel to make the final effort to achieve your plan. Somebody to go home, but who? 85% chance now. Oh, it's getting exciting. Oh, I'm not surprised. Hi, guys!
Foolish reader. Your so-called friends. You are accomplice to their hateful plot.
Oh no, I'm part of
They
the
are
alt
exploiting you.
voice, I guess. I want to go make sure
shall
everyone has the
never
right to
have
read
your
books
freedom.
and be free, the horror. By dawn, you're already up and about. Okay, wait. Hang on. Why does the voice care? If the voice is mocking me and telling me that I am in the wrong, and that my country is ablaze on fire because of the shit that I did, what do I care? Why are you telling me? I'm not able to go. I literally cannot get out. Who cares? Why do you care? You don't even exist. You're not even there. Why are you so upset? What stake do you have in this? I'm curious. By dawn, you are already up and about after a troublesome slumber. The Black Wagon is prepared for its final voyage to the Fall of Solium. No one speaks. Don't make me the bad guy here. You're the one who's getting angry. You're the one who's being an asshole about it. Just because I'm disrupting the system for better. As you listen to the skies, the lone minstrel raises his voice, cutting through the somber mood. Reader, a certain olden ballad comes to mind just now. I think it may befit the circumstance. Perhaps it may help to pass the time along our flight. Would you mind very much if we were to play the Song of the Nightwings? Yeah, go for it. You urge him to play his ballad so that you all might hear it. He begins without another word. Yay! Yay! I love this song. This is the song from the trailer.
The rights shall come to bear. Illuminate the signs. The exiles shall be there. All are not
Oh, this is a nice version. I actually cannot go fast. This is just the way that it goes. That's nice.
freedom in flame. The end has just begun.
I'm seeking to destroy the system that keeps him alive. That makes sense. I can understand that. But the scribe, it's ending on its own. There's nothing I can do about it. It's not my fault the stars are falling.
The journey shall be made. The journey shall be made.
One final one. It has to be Volfred. That was perfectly timed. Well done. He touched down amid the quiet solitude of Mount Elodiel to make pilgrimage to the summit for one last time. There, one last liberation rite shall soon commence. There, one last exile shall regain his or her freedom. All others shall remain to carry out the sentences here in the downside for the remainder of their lives. And in the Commonwealth, the plan of which you are part shall either come to fruition or shall be suppressed. I hope it was worth it. Seek the cursed scribe's favor. Is there anything else? No, that's just all the extra stuff, yeah. Yeah, I don't care about any of that. Scary to think we've finally come to the end after all this. After having landed, you join Volfred on the expedition to the monument of Yomer Menimane for what is likely to be the final time. Hear me, O scribes. Long have I served your will. Long have I pursued the path which you revealed to me. Our plan now stands on a precipice. If we prevail this night, then we may yet achieve its goals. We would reform the Commonwealth under the auspices which you yourselves described within your book. We shall stand together, so I ask that you please stand with us. By your divine grace, we may yet prevail. And please, have mercy on Orlesh as well. Soon he finishes, and you return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Yomer Menimane has shown you favor. At dawn you shall begin your last ascent. For now, your vocations may occupy what little time you have to spare. +2 presents. I mean, let's just study in private. There's no reason for us to ever worry anymore. Yep. +1 quickness, the final one. The 8 scribes who composed the book, their influence on the experiences spread throughout the page, and then boom! Ended the world. Way, we did it. That's every single one. Ready? Let's begin. To the end. What? Oh! A messenger imp with news and rumors from the other side comes huffling towards the wagon, here in the sublime grandeur of Mount Elodiel. You let in and offer some light refreshment, as Ruki would have done. The imp's message turns out to be about him. You learn Ruki's past transgressions have all been forgiven since his return to the Commonwealth. He was offered a well-appointed home and a place of business. It must have represented just the kind of lavish lifestyle that Ruki always claimed to have for himself and his extended family. Eventually, and somewhat reluctantly however, he refused the gifts. Instead, he tracked down Volfred's agents and gave them ample information, thus emboldening their ranks. The last bit of message sounds as though it was transcribed word for something Ruki said. It simply reads, "The rest of you better come back here soon, or else." You thank the messenger in for your report. Soon it is all your companions are talking about. Ah, the noble Ruki! He sets a shining example unto us all. I'm kind of surprised he didn't get hooked up with Pamitha. I would have hoped that he and she would have, hit it off or something. Oh well. I have every faith that our friend Ruki would stand tall and rise to the occasion. Tiso was happy to learn that Ruki joined the revolution in the Commonwealth. Could they not? I guess maybe if they aren't really high enough rank, they might not. Go figure. We understand this Ruki holds no small degree of influence, at least among his kind. The news of Ruki's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. Messenger Imp attempts some scraps to eat from you and rushes off. Accept some scraps from you to eat. Okay. Wish Ruki luck. Alright. That was nice. That was a nice little reprieve. You stand before Scribe's Gate with your companions. The Gate Guardians is there, as ever, but you sense something different in her. The exiles of the Nightwings. We shall not meet again after the coming rite. Tarik and I, it shall be time we take our rest, I think. Greetings, Celeste. I would tell you that the Nightwings are prepared, though this time I am uncertain anyone among us feels thus. We have a duty to uphold Tarik. And then what, Celeste? And then nothing. Not for the rights or us. Not till the dawn of a new age. So yeah, they are basically angel celestial things. Now, Nightwings, step forward. Please state your names and what it is you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. One by one, your fellow exiles approach her, now with sureness in their step. We are called Big Bertrude. We seek to fulfill the plan of Sandalwood, for we are fond of him and his beliefs, and then to go about our business. Sir Gilman of the Sea Dominion, at your service. This knight's never-ending quest for honor shan't end here. Yet first, he has a noble duty to uphold. My name is Wolfred Sandalwood. I long as yet to see an age where freedom is one's birthright, and no longer are good people such as these forced to contend for it. Tito believes his ancestors are watching over the Nightwings and seek to live up to their legacy. Finally, you step forth once more. You, a common wanderer who vowed to help their friends be free again, and who managed to come this far with this group. Gate Guardian observes you for a moment, then motions past the archway towards the summit. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. Except for you, Tariq. You stay right there. I thought you said. The rites are not yet ended, Tariq. He looks at her, and then over to the rest of you. Pardon me, everyone. I shall be there when the stars align. The 8 Guardian and the Lone Minstrel remain together as the rest of you depart. Bye, Tariq. I'll miss you. We shall hear them sing for us a lullaby one final time. And then we shall end the game. I'm kind of sad that this is all over. They're setting it up for the grand finale, and it's only been 40 minutes. Oh god. You have gained the summit of Mount Elodial for the 7th time, the final time in which any one of you shall have a chance to leave the downside. Okay, so since I missed one, that means that 2 people had to stay no matter what. That sucks. And I guess it makes sense, because how the hell are you going to compete with, like, you know, 2 people? It's not possible. It's going to have to be Wolfred today. It has to be. I'm sad, but true. It's sad, but true. I'm going to have to take these and take these. Thank you. Alright, Slugman. Hey, guys. I guess you probably heard the big news, huh? Yeah, I'm going out of business here, I guess. Aww. Just hasn't been the same, you know, with all the stars fading out and stuff. Anyways, just wanted to say, you guys are great. And I am sure I'm going to miss having you guys as customers and all that. But I got some news too. Some good news. All my stuff is on sale now. And I'll throw a little extra there just for you, okay? So, enjoy. Maybe I'll see you guys around, okay? All Ron's goods are 5% off. Thanks, guy. Wow. 5%? What a steal. Oh, Ron, you never change. Bum, There you go, Ron. Have fun. Must be our lucky day here, or I don't know what, Dad. Bye, Ron. I'm gonna miss you. You lovable old scamp, you. Alright, is there anything else that I can use? No, I wanted to give people these things. Yes. For the rights gains, +4 quickness. +4 presence. Which is speed. Presence is their aura size. And then hope is their banishment duration. I'm gonna make my people even faster than anything else. Put that back. Gonna make your presence a little bigger. Yes. Go. Gonna make you a little faster. And you can be a little faster. Can I actually wait? Hank, can I just buy all of them? Wait, does it stack? Oh, tell me it stacks. They're back again, Dad. Just give me this. Yeah, sure. What the fuck ever. Give me this. Give me that too. And that. Yes. Yes. Yes, give me all the things. I have all the money. Give me all the things. Can I actually? I think I can. Permanently gains 1 presence, 1 quickness. There you go. There you go. +4 hope. Which makes them return faster. And then... Yes! Maximum hope. You're gonna return fast, big guy. commence the final liberation. It shall be epic. You have gained the summit of Mount Elodiel for the 7th time. The very few stars remain above to light your way as you await the commencement of the final liberation rite. So if the stars are falling here, do they fall the same in the Commonwealth? Or is that like a different set of stars because it's a different plane of existence? The lone minstrel finds you clutching the Book of Rites, seeking there, perhaps, some bit of wisdom that has eluded you thus far. Reader, we may not have a chance to speak again after this. I may have to go. I wish to say that I am grateful for having made your acquaintance, and I shall remember you with fondness. I wish you well, this night and always. Go forth with glory. He then looks up and extends his hand in friendship. You clasp it. You see, Volfred has joined you. All of your companions are there with them, in fact. It is strange for me to say, given the circumstances of our meeting, reader, but it has truly been a pleasure. Onward now. Let us achieve our plan. Master Reader, it has been this night's greatest honor to have served with you. Let this be our most glorious stand yet. Tizo wants you to know that he has the utmost faith in you. Reading one, thou art both wiser and less irritating than most others of thy kind. We have learned something from thee. We are grateful. You look upon your fellow exiles, your companions, with whom you have withstood the downside, and with whom you shall now conduct this final rite. Begging your pardon, but my time has come. We shall see each other soon. He departs, and after this night, the outcome of Volfred's plan, the plan, of which you have all been a part, shall be decided one way or another. It's already at 85%. It's pretty high. We may not have to win, but I really want to win. For now, all you can do is strive to prevail against your final adversaries, so that one last companion may go free. You rise to join your fellow exiles as this last remaining stars ignite. The final liberation rite of this age shall now commence. The people of the Commonwealth need us. Can't fail here. Let's do it. I'm a little nervous, I won't lie. I really want to do well here. I want to see how this whole thing ends. I want it to be a happy ending, I really do. For the last
time, upon the fall of Solium, dear reader, hear me for one last time. For soon, the few remaining stars shall fade away, leaving you stranded there for your remaining days.
So kind, isn't he?
In that forsaken land where you deserve to be.
Oh, aren't you just a wonderful ray of sunshine?
The rabble that you roused here in the Commonwealth shall be put down.
Why do you care?
The exiles whom you liberated, all shall fall in line. But first, let us get on with this last liberation.
You act as if you don't care, buddy.
You face none other than yourselves.
And we shall be judged
Each
accordingly.
so unlike the glorious Nightwings of yore. 'Tis a shame that one of you shall soon be free, for you deserve each other.
Aren't you so kind? I bet you're just great at parties. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirate is present and prepared. But before the lone minstrel can concur as per custom, not another word. The demon Orlesh slowly raises his clawed fingers to his mask. The false Nightwings have arrived at last. Long have I awaited this. My freedom once was stolen from me, and then I was cheated of it here upon this mountaintop. You may now attempt to take it from me once more. He stands there for a moment, silent, and then Orlesh dons his mask and stands prepared. May these damn rites cease forever for their misery which they have caused. Nightwings, we shall not meet again after tonight, for the cycle of the rites is all but ended. And thus, I would have your decision. On whose behalf shall you conduct this final liberation rite? The one whom you anoint, or else the exile Orlesh shall be returned. Godspeed, reader. You know what is at stake better than I. I have the utmost faith in you. to make the best decision and conduct this rite with glory. Nightwings, the star's remaining light grows dim. Your decision, please. Oh, crap. It's time now to choose who, if among any of you, shall go free for the last time. The rest of you shall remain on the downside for the end of your days. One by one, you meet the gazes of each of your fellow exiles. Bertrude, Tizo, Sir Gilman, Wolfred, your fellow exiles, your companions, your friends. Together you have come this far, but now the downside and the rights conspire to tear your group apart and disrupt your plan. Are you prepared to do this one last time? Yes, there's no turning back. The fate of your friends and Commonwealth may hinge on the decision you're about to make. No, the price is too great. It seems both cruel and unfair to make such a decision. Is there no other way? Really? Fuck this shit. Having to make the last decision is unconscionable. It is too much. You hesitate, but then you sense a reassuring voice enter your thoughts. Do not give in, reader. Do not give in. We stand with you. The choice you make, however you shall go about it, and whatever you come, we understand. And so you need not hesitate. You need not explain. So please, trust in yourself, for all the rest of us, we trust in you. You cannot back down. Aww. That's actually kind of sweet. They say, hey, it's okay. It's just a game. Have fun. Alright. With but a glance, you assure your fellow exiles that you know what to do.
One final opportunity for salvation. Too bad for the rest of you.
Orlesh, his bio. I want to read this. Repulsed by what you saw in the Blood Boater, you sowed his heart and yearning for a greater place. He has tried to influence to negotiate a treaty with the Highwing Remnants, but not everyone was swayed. One day he received direct orders to return to the front. Renner refused to soil his hand to cast him down. There in time he became filled with Nightwings, a good battle, blah blah blah, till tragedy struck and he was left clinging to life at the foot of the sacred mountain. He's been exiled for 18 damn years. Holy shit. Woof. Can banish adversaries by flinging the orb into them. Oh, that's not good. Briefly stuns adversary, makes them drop. You can dash twice. Okay. Oh, what was their thing? He can go fast. He sprints and jumps without oh shit. That's bad. So he has infinite stamina. Cast the implode ability much faster than usual. Return flow much faster than usual. Banish, okay. Okay. It has to be Wolfred. It has to be Wolfred. There's no other way.
Wolfred.
Long have I dreamt that I might someday see this plan of ours come to fruition. I promise you that I shall make the most of it if we are to prevail. Your choice is cast. As your other companions, you sense the clarity of thought and purpose in each of them. They stand ready to support Wolfred as well as you.
Who shall be at his side?
Definitely Tizo. That stamina, though. Tizo is ready to do whatever it takes to see Wolfred regain his freedom this night. And Bertrude.
Bertrude.
This thy will is ours, reading one. Let the remaining stars shed their last light upon our ceremony here.
Fine.
Fine. Those are to be my adversaries then. And who is it, I wonder, who asserts their will over that group? You sense Orlesh is searching for you, almost reaching out to you. You, the shadow of the false Nightwings. They are nothing to me, but you who would relinquish your own liberty for the sake of them? Strange. It is fitting, then, that I should have to face one such as you. Then Orlesh stands at the ready, signaling for his two allies to do the same. By the light of dawn, the cycle of the right shall cease. Let us see if we can finish this ordeal before that time. The sky above begins to shudder. The final liberation rite is about to commence. I am not ready. I am nervous as shit. Tariq. I am prepared, Celeste. Then let our song this evening shake the stars themselves. Aye, Celeste. Let us make sure of it. Tizo fumbles with his mask. Tizo recognizes Orlesh and greets them tentatively. It is good to see you. Orlesh reaches for his mask in turn. How's the horn? Indicates his horn is no longer bothering him for a long time now, and thanks Orlesh for that. Good. A full recovery. But it is unfortunate to see you standing there with them, Tizo. Come with us. No questions asked. The proposition catches Tizo off guard. Tizo indicates that he will not abandon his friends or their quest. He seems to be pleading with Orlesh to stand down, to listen, and not give in to anger. Just don't turn to the dark side, Orlesh. We need you. But Orlesh shakes his head. He puts his mask back on. This is something I must do. Tizo dons his mask in turn, and then he chirps nothing more. Whoa!
And liberation for the age.
What? Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, shit. Hey. Oh! Fuck your shit. I ain't taking no for an answer. You wear the raiments once again. I could not simply stand by and do nothing. Yes, that is what you did. When last we stood together on this blasted mountain, I fell. You simply stood. Orlesh, what shall it take for me to convince you that I took no part in your betrayal? Orlesh seems to consider the question, but only for a moment. Give me my damn freedom. Let me prevail here and now. Would you promise to uphold the plan? To bring about a better commonwealth? No. I make no promises. I owe you nothing. Then I am sorry, Orlesh. My love for my country comes before all else. More than your freedom or our friendship is at stake. Your love be damned, Fulfred. Let us stand as adversaries then. Motherfucker. I'm invincible! I'm invincible! Oh, motherfucker. Motherfucker! Whoa! No, fuck your shit. Okay. Fuck. Yo! Shit! I ain't dealing with that shit. The sky rains ash. Soon shall your Pyre's own mingle with them. Just then, the skies above begin to rain down fire. The final throes of the cycle of the rites and the ending of the age. Ow! Motherfucker! Ow! What? What?
How he has changed, that Orlesh. Grown old and bitter lo these many years. Indeed.
I'm having Volfred just be a badass. Oh shit. Oh fucking piss. One. Up! Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck! Piss! I ain't dealing with shit.
Get out, Tizo.
Fuck your shit. I'm out of here. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck you. Oh, fuck.
A bit of a blunder.
Oh, no!
Tough luck,
2,
Nightwings.
1. No, fuck!
What the scribes ordained.
This is actually very difficult.
The show of strength from the Nightwing's opponents. Oh.
What? Listen here, you little shits.
Be gone.
Come on, Tizo. Ah, fuck. Oh, fucking shit. Oh, no thank you, buddy.
That was all of them.
Haha!
'Twas a crushing blow against their fire.
the false Nightwings bear their fangs at last. But you cannot be your finest. That cannot be your finest effort. You think you're free? You think you deserve your freedom more than I? Then fight for it, damn you! Denied. Ah, fucking hell. Holy shit, what? Hey, you're not allowed to do that. Oh!
So much for Volfred.
Fuck your shit. Ah, fuck. That's fucking shit. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Ah, fuck. Come on, buddies. This is not fair. Hey, Samer, you're here for the ending. All of you, you shall rot here. You shall rot, as I have, all these years. You false Nightwings, who would deny me once again my rightful liberty? You deny that liberty. All of the triumvirs you face and vanquish under the guise of the traditions of those blasted scribes. Come, let us continue with this glorious affair. Ah, shit. Shit. No. No. Fucking Christ. Ah, fucking Christ. God damn, why is this so damn difficult? What the fuck? Shit. Ah, fucking Christ, that jump is really hard to control. Oh, fuck. Oh, fucking Christ. Oh, no! Orla stands, breathing heavily. He looks back on the thin lick of flame that is his smoldering pyre, before turning his attention back to your triumvirate. Fuck, well that didn't work. Fuck! No! Shit! Oh! Oh!
Well cast.
Fuck! Oh no! Oh no! 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 Oh, okay, that's a little bit better. Your pyre's flame now threatens to die out at any moment, or less makes a sound like laughter, but says nothing as he prepares for one last assault on your side. What the shit? Ow!
Now.
Come on! Jump! Oh!
All banished.
Ah! Fuck you!
There it is.
Yes! Oh my god, that was intense as fuck.
Wings proved their worth. Of
Yes!
their adversaries, the same cannot be said. Thus ends
That's
the
the end.
liberation rite.
We did it. We won.
Thus,
And
the
Volfred gets to
scribes
go
have
free.
chosen
I did it. Praise the scribes. We've done it. You look upon Volfred for what you expect shall be the last time you see each other. Any moment now, the Shimmer Pool shall engulf him. Any moment now, he shall return to glory and join his agents of the Commonwealth to help achieve the plan. Which is now at still 85 weeks to go through. Any moment now, the cycle of the rites shall end, until at least the dawn of a new age. Any moment now.
And thus, the scribes have chosen.
Don't you fuck with me!
And thus, the scribes have
Don't you
chosen.
fuck with me, game!
And thus, the scribes have chosen.
Hello! Is this thing on?
No.
No, fuck. Don't tell me we're too late.
Wings. Reader, what have you done?
I didn't do jack shit! Hold. There's something wrong. No shit! Each prior time the fall of Solium, the Shimmer Pool has opened following the Liberation Rite and taken in whichever exile prevail. But now all is still. The light of the stars above all have died. You sense a growing fear that it is already too late, that the Shimmer Pool shall not reveal itself again. Orlesh approaches, head bowed. The 8 scribes saved their greatest treachery for last. Then something else catches his notice. Wait. The sudden rush of starlight cascades through the stillness of the summit. The Shimmer Pool has appeared again, different somehow, but open. Volfred looks upon it, but it does not engulf him, or at least not yet. It seems I was mistaken then. The 8 scribes. This is not their greatest treachery. It is their greatest jest. The Shimmer Pool is flung wide open. It seems that all are worthy now of freedom. Orlesh strides toward the Shimmer Pool, but... Halt, Orlesh. Orlesh glances over at the lone minstrel, almost in surprise. The Shimmer Pool has lost most of its strength. You step inside, and you shall surely drown. Of that I can assure you. He laughs to himself at this. Then we have all been cheated. No, the Shimmer Pool is revealed, and one of you may still return as planned. But as for who returns, someone shall have to choose. Ere the last light of the stars is extinguished, and the rites have ceased to be, this is the final trial of the scribes. The final trial of the scribes. Then, our confrontation of the liberation rites. It was all meaningless. No. The victor of the confrontation is to be the one to make the choice. Among those closest to the scribes, either the anointed or they who anoint them. So then the choice to make, is my freedom weighed against the readers? Is that it? Aye. It shall be you or the reader, or... it shall be either or. Volfred, please, make your decision quickly, lest it shall be forfeit. I do not know how much longer the light of the stars shall offer you this gift. A snap decision then. Fine, I have to make it. Reader, my kin. This chance at freedom that we've earned, it's yours. Take it now, and make good use of it, for you and all of us. No, 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 no! Volfred wishes to give up on his freedom so that you may regain yours. Very well. Reader, the choice which Volfred made, or rather the choice which he gave, is now yours to make instead. This choice it may keep bouncing back and forth like this absurd. It may until the such a time as one of you willing to accept the burden and the outcome of the choice. That is the trial, and I fear that there is little time remaining now. Reader, if you and your companion are too cordial with each other to accept that freedom, either one of you, then I shall gladly take it. The freedom ought to be more than some flirtatious trifle to exchange. Reader, what is your will? Oh, fuck! I don't want snap decisions like this! I'm just an elected official! I can't make decisions by myself! Oh, fuck! I don't know! I actually don't know! Oh, fuck! Ah! Ah! This is your chance. Volford wishes that you should take it. Your intention to this life is him to return, and it shall be done. You earned this rightful freedom long ago. He deserves his justice. I don't know which one I want. Oh god. Fuck. Fuck. I really have no fucking idea who to pick. Oh, this is tough. I need Volford to go through. Because he was the one. I want to go free, but Volford needs to be there to lead. I don't know. It's his plan. He needs to succeed. He would survive in the downside. There's no guarantee I would. He'd have Tizo and everyone to share with him time. And then I could go see everyone else. The plan must continue. It has to be Volford. You are decided. You have chosen Volford. He looks at you with some astonishment. Volford, sir, do you accept the reader's choice, or shall you make another? Yes, no. Yes, no. Yes, I accept the reader's choice as it is. I thank you, from the bottom of my heart, my kid. I'm afraid that I don't know what else to say. Then it is done. You see a look of genuine surprise flash across Volford's face, and then he is gone. I hope I made the right call. You have given a chance so that Volford may yet have his. May he return in glory.
Godspeed, Volford de Sandalwood.
We are
By the scribes. No stars remain aloft. The cycle of the rites. It is finished.
What am I gonna do? I don't know anything about leading.
Commonwealth. What shall become of it?
What do you care?
What shall become of us? Nightwings.
Let's hope that we did well.
Opportunity to gain your freedom from the downside. Was it not enough?
Well, everyone needed to be free. That's sort of the whole point. Let's find out what happens. Is it actually a plane of existence? Is that the thing? That night, the exile Volford returned to the Commonwealth. He was to be the last. The stars had faded and the cycle of the rites had run its course. He found the Commonwealth in great upheaval. Spurred by the efforts to 5 liberated exiles, Volford Sandalwood's revolutionary plan had incited the masses. These exiles, in the starless sky, portended the return of the scribes. The people surged into the streets, shoulder to shoulder. Led by the 5 exiles, their voice shook the heavens. The leadership of the Commonwealth panicked. No blood was shed that night, and by dawn, it was over. The leader of the Commonwealth had cast themselves back into exiles or joined in this new cause. Thus, in its 838th year, the Commonwealth had fallen. The new Sharian Union declared its sovereignty that next year. Among the changes its elected leaders ushered in, they vowed never to cast their people into exile, and they abolished the old Commonwealth decree forbidding literacy. Today, we still remember all of this, and we remembered the exiles of the downside, whose deeds led us to the dawning of our age, whether they returned or not. True freedom. Fucking Ron gets an honorary mention.
Wait, they began a new age in literally a year.
Do I get to see everyone's story? Is that how it goes? When Volford Sandalwood regained his freedom, he knew that his work had only just begun. The nation that had exiled him into life in the downside had now prepared to honor him, but he was not interested in such ceremony nor in the freedom of the Commonwealth's own terms. He soon rejoined his agents, and with whom he had been coordinating for years, slowly, carefully preparing for a night that would soon come. For Sandalwood and his loyalists and sympathizers, true freedom was at stake, not just theirs, but that of everything living under the Commonwealth. He hoped to gather liberated exiles representing each of the 8 largest ethnic groups composing of the population of the Commonwealth. They would stand together as a vision of the 8 scribes returned, inspiring the masses to embrace an older set of values, from before the Commonwealth had tightened its grip. With the rites having ended sooner than expected, this optimal scenario became impossible, but Sandalwood did not relent, and prepared to execute his plan, imperfect though it was. On the night the scribes returned, he stood in one of the 5 former exiles of the Nightwings, and their voices echoed together through the streets. These former exiles who ought to have disappeared into the ranks of the Commonwealth's own leadership now stood united with this people, who poured from their homes in solidarity. It was imperative to Sandalwood that this stand against the Commonwealth be peaceful in its nature. An overwhelming show of popular support would be more than enough. Ensuring that his priority that night, and in the end, the result was self-evident. The plan's goal had been achieved. Yes! Sandalwood's work was far from over still. He labored ceaselessly with representatives from across the population to restore a sense of stability. This transitional period has its troubles, though none were not quickly resolved. Such was the will and spirit of the people. They understood their freedom carried new responsibility. After the Sarian Union was born next year, Sandalwood was elected the nation's first prime minister. It was not his intent to run for office, but the people chose him anyway. Found in 839 at the fall of the Commonwealth. One day we shall stand together shoulder to shoulder with a common cause. He led our fledgling nation through its nascent years. As Volfred Sandalwood gained more fame throughout the land for all his sacrifices and contribution, he remained ever steadfast about 2 things. The first was that the cause itself ought to remain in focus. The freedom of the people had been achieved. It was a gift to be cherished, a set of values that needed to be nurtured. The second point what he made was that he himself had little to do with the outcome. He would often praise the exiles of the Nightwings who stood with him, each in turn, by name. He never forgot any of them. One day, on his birthday, the people of the Sarian Union presented him with a monument depicting him and the Nightwings as an image imagined in their prime. It was since ensured that those of us with the memories more fallible than that of Sandalwood likewise remembered the achievements of his fellow former exiles and our cause. After her liberation, Jadariel soon became an icon for the movement that led to the collapse of the Commonwealth and the rise of the Sarian Union. Her horns and stern countenance inspired the people to believe that she was the Holy Mer reborn. She became a great, if reluctant, leader. In the uncertain times that followed, Jadariel's seasoned expertise often came into play both in matters of security and of state. For instance, she conscripted and trained a team of volunteers in the public safety. The community did not know what to make of such a cordial bunch at first, but soon they came to value their service. Since they have stood for the people ever since, we celebrate their founding day each year. She remained close with Hedwyn all through the experience, and they supported each other through their struggles many, many times. She kept an eye on Tay, who nonetheless demonstrated a surprising knack to get Pyre on her own, though Jadariel was always willing to provide assistance just in case. She continued training on her own in a regimen that grew stricter with each passing year. There were those who sought to train with her, and she sometimes obliged. There remained one other contest in her life. She would always remember the days among the Nightwings with fondness for the most part. Oh god. There's so many people. So you get to see their... Oh, there's... Apparently I missed a bunch of people. And there's things at the end. Aw.
Because you didn't set
Because I didn't set them free. But Tamitha goes free. As soon as possible, after Tamitha Thane earned back her liberty, she rejoined her sisters at the high-wing remnants of the mountaintops of the Commonwealth. Commonwealth believed that someone such as she should be rehabilitated through years spent in exile. Instead, her hatred for the ancient enemies only intensified. On the night of the scribe's return, the high-wing remnants were poised to strike the Commonwealth in a decisive blow. They had received credible intelligence about the expected positions of the Commonwealth leadership and of specific weaknesses in the Blood Border's defense anticipated that night. After a surgical procedure, Tamitha could fly again, almost as well as in her prior exile. She insisted on spearheading the attack with a squadron of the Harp's finest. However, just as Tamitha's squadron prepared to crash upon its foes, she received a signal to delay the attack order and return to the mountains. It appeared that the people of the Commonwealth were on the verge of achieving what the high-wing remnants were never able to accomplish. Ever dutiful, Tamitha obliged. Her sense of duty took priority above all else. Soon after the fall of the Commonwealth, Tamitha attended a briefing in which her blood sister Pamitha was also in attendance. Tamitha was very skeptical that Pamitha could have played a beneficial role in the preceding events and lashed out at her. Pamitha made no attempt to move. This cost Pamitha the use of her right wing, yet after she recovered, she shrugged the incident aside and said maybe they would call it even now. From that point on, the blood sisters kept a formal distance, but were cordial with each other. Yay! After the rise of the Sarian Union, Tamitha continued to serve as flight technician and remained respected and feared, even among her kind. However, without a war to wage, she grew more distant even than usual. Those closest to her surmised that her inability to reconcile with her blood sister was the heart of this, though for her part, Tamitha never once admitted to any such weakness.
See what Pamitha did now.
Yeah, I want to see what Pamitha did. Pamitha, baby, she doesn't even have the hat! Oh, okay, I clicked the wrong one. Also, Anar says hello, and hopes you're doing well. After the cycle of the rites ceased turning, the lone minstrel bade the remaining Nightwings take the Black Wagon and seek their fortunes elsewhere in the downside. Their parting was heartfelt but brief. He remained there at the summit of Mount Lodial with Celeste, where the two of them would chronicle the final outcome of the cycle. Neither Tariq nor Celeste were ever seen again. We know all this now through the song attributed to them. Some claim these songs originated in the taverns of the Saurian Union and merely were imbued with the weight of folklore. However, exiles liberated from the downsides corroborated each other's claims at having met this duo that presided over the liberation rites. Another folktale suggests that these minstrels were heralds of the scribes. Having fulfilled their obligations, they would depart the world we know and rejoin their patrons. One of their famous songs describes another simpler outcome, that the two gave up their duties and the rights in favor of a life that they could share together. Aw, that's good. In any case, they are likely to remain subjects of such verses and such songs, for it is they who watch over the rites and ushered in our times. Pamitha! Hey, baby! After regaining her freedom, Pamitha Thane found herself in a difficult position. Having once betrayed her people, the Highwing Remnants, she knew that she could not be welcome in her native home. She did not trust the Commonwealth either. Instead, she found the place among Fulford Sandalwood's agents, who were busy doing their part to fulfill the plan. As it turned out, the plan was a success. Pamitha Thane stood shoulder to shoulder with the other fellow former exiles, and truly, they were a sight to behold. The disturbing rumors later spread that night, the Highwing Remnants were slated to mount an assault, which for some reason never came to pass. Pamitha denied any knowledge of involvement. Afterwards, Pamitha played an active part in negotiation terms with the Highwing Remnants, and the new nation that would become the Saurian Union. Her previous attempt of something of the sort led to her exile. She must have felt some satisfaction to succeed this time around. Sometime later, Pamitha had an unexpected run-in with Rookie Greentail, with whom she spent a fair amount of time while traveling with the Nightwings. Under these new circumstances, it turned out the two had more to talk about, rather than more in common. They would often put to test which one was able to outdrink the other. It was unclear as to which one of them prevailed in that contest in the end. One day, Pamitha received an invitation to return to the Highwing Remnants, where she was to be fully pardoned. That was where she ran into her blood sister Tamitha for the first time since her exile. Their reunion was not so amicable as Pamitha might have hoped. Tamitha, still resentful of their history together, turned violent. Pamitha would later brush aside the incident, although always having injury to show it, yet from that point on, the blood sisters were back on speaking terms, at least for the most part. Later, when asked, Pamitha admitted she felt as though she had no home to call her own. This was during an interview conducted amid an extensive trip abroad, for which she traveled thousands of leagues beyond the bounds of the Saurian Union. Pamitha continued her journeys, thus citing it reminded her of when she was younger and could fly unfettered. Aw. Let's do... Wait, does Ron actually get a thing? No, Ron doesn't get a thing. Okay.
You can't click them?
No. They're shining, that's how I can tell. Let's see Tay.
The
The Commonwealth had never provided a sense of home for one they called Tay the Tattle, so she was surprised of her return when they were so well treated. She felt uneasy about it, and besides, she knew that she could do her best with... Why don't
I read because you're kind of...
I'm excited, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's just like
I've
you're
been reading a lot.
Yeah.
She felt uneasy about it, and besides, she knew that she would do her best to fulfill the pledge she had made to her friends. Even she could not have expected the impact she would have on the events that followed, which gave rise to our Saurian Union. Despite not fitting with the image of any of the 8 scribes, Tay nonetheless stood out amongst the others amid the teeming masses on the night of the scribes' return. Kinda hard to miss her with that hair and those twigs. She spoke of the scribes with such conviction and sincerity that the crowd was very moved. After the fall of this Commonwealth, there was renewed interest in the legend of the 8 scribes, and many new interpretations of their histories and teachings. Tay found herself at the center of all this. Her way of speaking continued to compel a growing audience. She swayed many people from the astralist beliefs. This is the theodic people that believe that those that are born into high groups or whatever, born into the right families, have the right power. Soon the 8th Ward, which was lost favor for the people during the reign of the Commonwealth, sought her out and asked her formally to join, and she did right away. The 8th Ward is a theocratic sect believing that the 8 scribes were more than mortal and their words were divine. Oh, that's cool. Through it all, she would wonder how her little friend Tizo had fared. While they divided now by a great distance, he always remained in her heart. She cited her relationship with Jodariel as the single most important in her life. Jodariel would always provide her circumspect perspective and the wisdom of experience. Tay always was devoted to her faith, but more so to her friends. She left her twigs with you in the Black Wagon. That's true, I guess he made new twigs. Many people of the Saurian Union cited that her gentle manner and unwavering conviction helped them brave the changing times with courage and with grace. Aww. Rookie, and then Hedwyn. Rookie, baby!
Consilta vidias.
After Rookie Greentail earned back its freedom, he returned to the lavish welcome ceremony in the Commonwealth, as was the tendency for liberated exiles. It was everything that he could have hoped for, and soon he was well off, surrounded by luxury and choosing between various exciting opportunities. However, he must have given it into his better judgment, as he did end up siding with Fulford Sandalwood's revolutionary forces as he promised. On the night the scribes returned, Greentail was there with the others, inspiring the masses. He never looked prouder, the very image of Jomer Manymane himself. When dawn finally came, it was clear that the Commonwealth that everybody knew would be no more. He realized many new opportunities awaited. So many bones to bury, so many hydrants to piss on. He began quite a lucrative career for himself, manufacturing and selling replica merchandise inspired by the downside. His main struggle was to meet demand. An aspect of his conscience cautioned him against making light of such a thing, but the money was good, and soon his family was well off, as he always said. One of his orders of business was to seek out his old companions Pamitha Thane, to whom he took a liking during their quest for freedom. They bonded further over love of drink, and supported one another through uncertain times that lay in store. Greentail always did his best to keep in touch with all his many friends, and knew that he owed his fortunes to them. He made a special point to stay close with the group of friends he came to know so well during his time at the Nightwings, wherever they were. They shared a special understanding that put even Greentail at a loss for words sometimes. Aww. And then finally, Hedwyn. Hey baby, good seeing you again. After his liberation, Hedwyn was instrumental in the events leading to the fall of the Commonwealth, and was vital to the outcome of the plan. I knew he was a good choice! The peaceful outcome of the scribe's return was attributed to several key factors. One of them was the underlying ambition of the plan itself. Another was Hedwyn's visibility among the group of the people in the streets. Identified to be a liberated exile, he was believed to be Golgalanthian reborn. More importantly, however, was that one of the winged harps from the Hybing remnants accompanied him. She was later identified as Fiki Shang.
Fikani. Oh, that was his girlfriend? Was a harp?
Oh, yeah! They mentioned that. Fikani. A harp for whom Hedwyn cared deeply. They were separated when Hedwyn was exiled. Their bond was symbolic of what was at stake that night and proved vital to the peace that followed. Yay! Happy ending! In all his days as a leader of the Saurian Union, Hedwyn oft confided in his friend Ariel. Oh, he became the leader later. Ah. Despite her intense manner, there is no one whom he trusted more in times when circumspection was required. Hedwyn would often think back about the vow he made at the beginning of this quest for freedom. Although he cherished all the friendships he made, he had pledged to Judariel, Rookie Greentail, and the Reader of the Nightwings that they might all be free again together. He had broken that vow, for in the end, not all of them were able to return. A terrible guilt over this darkened mood for a time. Darkened his mood. However, the others whom he still knew lifted his spirits, much like he had often lifted theirs. All the Nightwings knew the stakes. While the others who stood with the Nightwings were not able to remain in contact, thus Hedwyn thought of each of them often, and so, in turn, did they often think of him. Aw. Is there more? What about Ron?
Should probably come down.
With the rates drawn to a close, the slug market's revenue fell precipitously, and Falcon Ron was forced to liquidate his assets and close up the shop. And yet, as is sometimes the case with those of the entrepreneurial leaning, this type of hardship led to an epiphany, or at least a sudden change of fortune. One day, Falcon Ron had a run-in with a messenger imp bearing news from the other side. Ron gave to it one of his remaining trinkets, which could not be sold. The following week, the messenger imp returned with a tidy sum of wealth in newly minted coinage from the Saurian Union. Of course, he becomes a long-distance trader. Falcon Ron cut a long-term deal with the messenger imp then and there. Through his trade remained in a gray area from a legal standpoint, the newfound fame of the downside caused Falcon Ron's goods to explode in popularity. He later signed an elaborate agreement with Big Bertrude's. Wait, really? A small bog-dwelling outpost on the edge of the sea. That place, yeah. And founded a distribution partner on the other side through Rookie Greentail, whose own business had expanded. Especially in the Saurian Union, Falcon Ron's goods were still known for their superior quality, though he assumes no liability of any side effects.
So that's interesting. Despite everything, you still get to interact with the Commonwealth when you're down there.
It's kind of funny how that works, right? After the Shimmer Pool closed for what would be the last time, Orlesh looked around him in the flickering light of the Nightwing's still burning pyre. He then turned to the fall of Solium and looked up toward the black starless sky. He cursed the 8 scribes then, one after the other. After that, he strode forward towards the water coursing from the side of Mount Lodiol, and without hesitation he cast himself down. Orlesh's body was never recovered. The drop from Mount Lodiol does not appear survivable, though Orlesh did survive it once. That time, however, he was filled with fury, such as with the betrayal he had suffered by his fellow exile claimed his rightful freedom. This time, Orales was filled with nothingness, and chose to leave the downside in one way he still knew he could. The other Nightwings who were witness to this never forgot what they saw. Damn. Once it became clear to Ignarius that the rites were drawing to a close, he knew that it was time for them and the Tempers to call it quits. But first, he and the Tempers decided to celebrate, and that they did, for many, many nights. The revelry did eventually subside, the exiles parted amicably and went their separate ways. He roamed the downside then, searching for some meaning in his life, sometimes taking odd jobs requiring his brute strength. He never remained alone for very long, and took on many lovers in his time. However, he sometimes thought about the one that he had called Curly Horns and what became of her. Though his glory days as the most powerful conductor of the rites had long since passed, he always enjoyed the fearsome reputation he had cultivated at that time. Manly Tinder Stuff. When Manly Tinder Stuff realized that the rites had ended, he no longer could return to the Commonwealth through his ancient means, he was outraged. He cursed the scribes, spewing forth such a slew of blasphemy as the very unbecoming of one of his high status and bearing. When at last he calmed himself, he focused all his energies on attempting to find another means of homecoming. He maintained a regular contact with his wealthy family on the other side via Messenger Imp, and used their vast resources to explore other means of escape. He tried using an elaborate pulley system, and attempted to retrofit a flying black wagon with superior propulsion. He tried an imp raft, a hot air balloon, even prayer. Nothing worked. There was only one way to escape the downside, and now it is gone. Tinderstaffs bankrupted his family in these vain attempts. At last, such was his shame that he retreated to the teeming woods of the Black Basin to Cinderroot. Yet he yet wallows, complaining to his comrades about the chastity who still put up with him, either about his own misfortune or the latest news from the other side. Well, that's depressing as shit. And Bertrude. Several exiles of the Nightwings cared more about the plan of Sandalwood than to return home from the downside. The crone called Big Bertrude was a prime example. She had found a suitable environment to live, with dismal region known as Flagging Hands. There she built up a thriving place of business known to the exiles in the land. With the rites having ended, she returned to her preoccupations, working away almost as though nothing had happened. When one gets to be more than 400 years of age, perhaps then even monumental events such as the culmination of the rites or the collapse of the Commonwealth are seen as trifling matters. Much of her efforts are doubtless due to the influence of Sandalwood, someone whom she had admired now for decades. Though they were very far apart now, she sought out news as to his whereabouts, and found his actions in the Sarian Union a rare source of inspiration. By and large, Bertrude kept focused on her work, whether casting small enchantments or imbuing talismans. The work brought her a sense of purpose, she would say. In the Commonwealth, such services were strictly forbidden, but in the downside, there was a real need for simple luxuries, which the competing slug market could not always provide. It's really hard to get high-quality toilet paper down there, let me tell you. Thus did Big Bertrude continue to live up to her name, and the tales of her days within the Nightwings made her that much more of a living legend. Oh gosh, how do I even figure out the rest of it? After the cycle, the rites ceased turning records of what happened in the Black Wagon, and the Nightwings became inconclusive and contradictory. Some accounts suggested that the exiles of the Nightwings who remained in the downside continued to make use of the Black Wagon as their place of shelter and their means of travel. However, there is no record of what happened to the wagon's contents, such as the Book of Rites or the Beyonder Crystal, said to be haunted by the apparition Sandra the Unseeing. One possibility is that when the lone minstrel took his leave, he took the Beyonder Crystal with him, for he was thus obliged. By this line of reasoning, however, the Black Wagon itself should have been taken also. Pardon. Others remain skeptical that the Beyonder Crystal ever existed, or rather that the visions of it granted were anything other than the result of an active imagination or a fever dream. The bog dwellers of the southern bogs still offer another explanation, for they are familiar with the binding enchantments. If there existed such an object in which the Sisters of the Arch had been expelled for more than 800 years, then enchantments would have expired along with the light of the stars. Oh. Oh, shit. They were, I think, the original sect of the Snake People.
Oh.
What this would have meant for Sandra and the Beyonders is difficult to say for certain, other than it may have meant that they were finally released. Nevertheless, the fates of Sandra and the Beyonder Crystal remain unknown. Yet those exiles of the Nightwings who claimed to have seen the apparition all spoke of her with degrees of reverence or perhaps a little fear. God, I had to go through all of... Oh, no, Tizo! Once the rites had ended, the imp Tizo had a job to do, quite unlike most exiles trapped forever in the downside. The lone minstrel asked that he watch over the Black Wagon, which the Nightwings had used extensively for travel and for shelter all throughout their quest. Tizo obliged, for he knew that the wagon, as well as the Drive Imp's inhabitants, perhaps better than anyone else. What became of the wagon exactly was never verified, as evidence of Tizo's thorough work. After that, he liked to while away his days with any of his friends, or else with his fellow imps. Fulford Sandalwood would sometimes send little gifts all the way from the downside. Send him little gifts all the way from the downside. To the downside. Despite the insurmountable distance between them, their friendship proved more than resilient. He often chirped about the Reader and the Nightwings, with whom he built quite a rapport. The Reader understood him perhaps better than anyone. Indeed, Tiso would often express wistful gratitude for all his time with the Nightwings and their many adventures throughout the land that was always his home. Other than that, Tiso would sometimes help interpret for messenger imps relaying news to and from the Syrian Union. Despite having gained significant celebrity abroad. So, is it celebrity? Okay, whatever.
Celebrity.
I didn't know that that was a verb.
No, you gain celebrity. It's a noun.
Oh, okay. He never let it go to his head, and he would go fishing in the Sea of Solace at every single chance he got. And finally, the Worm Knight Sir Gilman was elected to go into exile as penance for his failure to uphold his military obligations to the Commonwealth. To him, earning back his freedom was tantamount to erasing the shame of his past. His honor was at stake, more so than anything. Yet when it became clear to him that he could not go free through the rights, he readily accepted the outcome, for he knew by then that much more was on the line. He regretted not having the chance to contribute directly to the events that transpired in the Commonwealth, though he was pleased to hear the outcome. The conclusion of the rights and the fall of the Commonwealth made clear to him that his days as a knight had ended. He declared to all those in earshot that he would never fight again. Unless, of course, there arose some other extraordinary set of circumstances, again requiring him to fight, but he certainly hoped not. He still trained regularly, though he never found any skilled or motivating as a partner as the fleet-footed friend, Rookie Greentail, whom he remembered fondly. From time to time, he would seek guidance from one of his former comrades, Big Bertrude, much his elder, and the wellspring of perspective in his life decisions. He was always grateful for the counsel of the Reader, who would regale him over and over about the time they squashed the spawn of unfathomed plumes. He wasted no time in dwelling on his days under the leadership of Sir Deluge, his former commander. The other Worm Knights stayed well clear of him. Gilman never did return to his homeland of the Sea Dominion, and was content to lead a monastic life in a small residence in the hills. It was just high up enough to make him keep striving to conquer his fear of heights. Aww. Other than that, an intense daily training regimen and the occasional visit from an old companion were more than enough to keep him optimistic and engaged. He knew by then that honor was not something to have won, but to a contract with oneself to be renewed each day. Well, that's good. And then these bastards! I want to do him last. Barker Ashpod never had much interest in returning to the Commonwealth, for he always found its bylaws to be stifling. So when the rites ended, he did not care at first. He soon grew very bored. The rites had given his life a sense of structure that he always needed. He missed the raw anticipation of it all. He decided to continue conducting the rites for the thrill of it. He bent some of the rules and replaced some of the objects, but it was close enough. His packmates, the dissidents, proved more than happy to participate, and thus they ran against each other back in Jomer Valley. Gradually, other exiles familiar with the rites, as well as those who had not heard of it at all, started to take an interest. They ended up giving Barker Ashpod some healthy competition. His old feud with Rookie Greentail ceased meaning anything to him, and he forgot all about it amid his new pursuits. Ultimately, even Barker Ashpods, who had led such a directionless existence to that point, found something of a calling through the rites. Whether he... Electric guitar is awesome. I need this song. Whether he took the rites less seriously than any of the other exiles this time or more was oft debated by those who watched him work. All his life, Sir Deluge had fled from one danger only to find himself facing another. He had escaped the war-torn waters of the Sea Dominion and had escaped the blood border of the Commonwealth, and now he had escaped the rites. After the rites had ended, many exiles wrapped up in their ancient test were crestfallen, as their last chance to return to their homes vanished along with the stars above. But Deluge did not mind, for this outcome meant that at least there was no burden of responsibility weighing down on him. Having heard that Sir Gilman had also remained behind, Deluge made it a point to avoid him at all costs. Nonetheless, they ran into each other, once riding a cold current to the Sea of Solace. The meeting was terse and cordial. Deluge ended up apologizing profusely for mistreating his fellow Worm Knight, and that was the end of it. Good. While most of the fellow exiles at the Pyre Hearts yet longed for the waters of their Sea Dominion, driven as ever by their impulse towards conflict, Deluge settled down. With him remained one of his companions, one Lady Seagrass, who had taken a liking to him for some reason. Ah, she was one of the people that you fought with. Okay. Reportedly, they disappeared into the waters of the Worm Gulf, which may begin to explain the significant increase in worm population observed in the vicinity.
Oh.
Him?
They had a lot of babies.
This guy? How come this guy gets laid? Whatever. Good enough. After the cycle of the rites ceased, Witch and Milte returned to the Flagging Hands region, where she sealed herself within the Pit of Millith. There, even her fellow exiles from the Withdrawn allegedly grew unnerved after a time, and left her to her vile work. Sometime later, at the Pit of Millith erupted into flame. So intense was the conflagration, I always have trouble with that word, is it, how do you pronounce it?
Conflagration.
Conflagration, that it could be seen all the way from Jomer Valley. Arson was suspected, though the cause was never verified, as many bog dwellers in the regions were forced to flee. A tempest blowing from the north finally quenched the flames. When at last the ashes settled and the grounds were cooled, the site of the fire was scarred beyond recognition. No trace of witch and Miltay could be found. As for the contents of the Pit of Millith, which notably included a profane object thought to be the remains of Yislach, all of which was gone. Back at the Saurian Union, Old Miltay's repeated threats that the return of Yislach were thoroughly investigated, and no credence was found to any of their claims. Let's do these guys. As the cycle of the rites drew close, it grew evident that the chance of freedom from the downside had forever slipped from Dalbert and Almer Oldheart's grasp. Thus, they and the exiles of the Fate returned to Jomer Valley. There they struggled to get by, as exiles of the downside tend to do. Sometime after the rites had ended, the Old Hearts at last heard the news that the Commonwealth had fallen. This was well after the fact, of course, but it brought old Dalbert great joy. Despite his forthright manner, he had no love for the nation which cast him down along with his son. Dalbert Oldheart passed peacefully to sleep before the next new moon. In his final days, he implored his son to undertake a pilgrimage to the scribes. Almer never shared his father's view of the scribes, but respected Dalbert's wishes, and so, after a period of mourning, Almer began a new journey. Not a day went by that Almer Oldheart did not think about his father and gave thanks to him, and speak to him at morning and at night. Were the stars yet shone, for surely Dalbert would be there among them, smiling down on his son and watching him over him and his kin. Aww. Out of the final liberation rite, Lendl refused to believe that the rites had truly ended. He would sit through the night after consecutive nights, staring into the blackness of the sky, awaiting any kind of sign that he might gain another chance of freedom. No such sign ever came. His fellow accusers started to express concern for him. Survival had become their top priority once the liberation had slipped from their grasp. But Lendl dismissed them as weak fools. He insisted, rather forcefully, that any evening now, the stars would shine for him again, and mark the way towards the inevitable freedom. He was, of course, mistaken. The others in this triumvirate were left with little choice but to abandon him. After that, the exile became known as Lendl the Liar was never seen again. However, there had since been sightings of a bedraggled demon who wanders the downside and bears Lendl's cruel countenance, suggesting that he yet still lives. Well, that's dark. There is one more account that warrants mention. The Nightwings conducted the rites under the guidance of a reader. Little is known of them. However, some accounts of them begin to paint a picture. We know they were of common birth, always directionless and prone to misremembering at times. The journey to the downside left them close to death. It was then that the Nightwings found them, and brought them from the brink. They showed them the path. They pressed onwards with the others. They made a vow to help their friends be free. Thus did the cycle of the rites commence its final turns. When the final rite arrived, the reader's freedom was at stake. In the end, however, they remained in exile. From that point on, accounts of them diverge. It is said the voice, which troubled them, they never heard again. Some say they helped improve the lives of the other downside exiles, though whether that is true, only they know. Someday, perhaps that reader's own star shall emerge. Then it shall pierce the dark of night in all its brilliant glory. Until such a time, and ever after, all of us give thanks. Aww.
We never learned what the voice is, do we?
No, I don't remember if we ever find out what the voice was. Hello, guys. I guess that was it. We finally made it to the end of Pyre. And we got to see everything. We got to see how every single person had their story, had their arc, and where they ended up. It's kind of nice. It's kind of sweet. I'm glad that we got to do it. I'm glad I got to do it with you guys. This was nice. Holy shit, what a story. I guess that's... Do you think that's it? Oh, maybe. This is... Yeah, I think, this is the order that I sent them in so far. Let's see. That'd be a really cute little thing if they did that. I actually like the song that they're singing in the background. Hey! It's just all the stuff... Oh, this is cute artwork! Yay! We have little... Oh, God, my babies. They're so cute. Oh, my God. Jodariel and they're playing fucking poker? Are you for real? That was awesome. That was awesome. Oh.
Voiceover, Logan Cunningham.
Logan, he did do the voiceover. Really? Huh. Damn, that dude's got a good voice. That was the voice of the narrator from Bastion.
And also in
He was all. Oh, he wasn't. He's in all of them. I'm not surprised he was here too. There's Tay. Well, that was intense. That was the entire story of Pyre, start to finish, for you guys to enjoy. I hope you guys have. I honestly do. I really enjoyed this a lot. It's a great story. It's tough for me to judge it compared to the other Supergiant games. It's so different from everything else. Oh, oh my god, Tay is adorable. Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, Heaven's in the back like, the fuck? Oh my god. Tizo the Wise. I want this song. I don't know what song this is. This might be in the end. But yeah, so all the Supergiants games have been great. If you guys like this, go check out their other games. Definitely play Transistor and definitely play Bastion. In fact, just go play all of them. Spend your money on them. Just go buy all their games. They're all worth it. Every single one has continued to impress me. This song will change if the person is liberated or not. Really? That's kind of cool. I know that my story is far different from everyone else's, and I kind of like that. You get to choose how everyone's story goes. I think that's fucking puking in the background. Jesus Christ. Oh, and that's Gilman. Oh, that's cute. Aw, this is adorable. I don't know which character was your favorite out of curiosity. I gotta know. Out of all of them, I really don't know which. I think Jodariel was my favorite. She was the most interesting to me. Plus, she had the coolest design. You like Jodariel, Pamitha, and Tay? I can understand that. I'd be very curious to see what you guys thought. Who was your favorite? I wonder what happens if you go back and let... Yes, they all have individual voices, but you never hear them speak the words. They all do the stuff in the background. But they all have unique voices, which is why I sort of tried to pitch mine compared to everyone else's. Aww. Bang already! Where do they go to bang?
They had a lot of time in the downside. I'm so
Well, no, they actually didn't. No, they were platonic throughout all of it. But it was clear that they liked each other. Also, she's smoking his pipe. That's cute. Oh, wow. Yeah. It does change every time. That's me. The Night Reader at last made the Night Wings whole, having bound them together. They remain to the end. Huh. Supergiant Games would like to thank their fans and family who supported us essentially to make this game. And that was essentially to make this game. That's cool that they actually stitched the song together based off the story. That's really... She washed the log! That's sweet. Now I'm sad! This story was so good! Oh my god! In the end, it's everyone's story. It's not yours. You're just there and you help move it and shift it, but it's everyone else's story. They do return to the stars. They shall find their way home. So they were angels in a way. We shall find our way home. We shall find our way home. Now I hope Celeste and Tariq end up somewhere nice. And the stars are out again.
Tmask is full of feels right now.
Feels? No, I'm not full of feels. I'm not crying. You're crying. The hell is this? What's this? What is this? What's this? There's books in the all in the air. I don't know. Is this the new Syrian Union that they created afterwards? It's pretty. It's a library. The thing that was outlawed. That's sweet.
What's in the background though?
I don't know what's in the background. I guess it tells you like whether or not this is what you see at the end, no matter whether you survive or not, or whether or not you get the revolution. And maybe it might change. I think a lot of it is like variable on how the game progresses. All that remains is melancholy as shit. Yeah, no kidding.
I think that's the statue of you guys in the background, because they mentioned there were statues of the exiles.
Oh, maybe. Is that it? Is that it?
It is the treasure.
It's the magic space library. Yeah, basically. Oh, I guess that's it. Freedom can wait. Progress is saved. Is that really it? Yeah, that's it. We did it. That was awesome. That was sad as shit. I liked it. I'm not even going to do anything. There's no need. I'm going to end it here. That's a perfect spot. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you really enjoyed that. Have a wonderful night. And I will see you next time. Good night.